Hello friends, today's topic is knowing our number as we have already covered three parts based on this chapter and this is the fourth part of our chapter that is knowing our number. So let's start the video and see what's new in this chapter. Yes friends, we have already learned the estimation rule of tens and hundreds. Yes friends, so today we are going to learn the estimation rule for thousand also, that is also very similar to the previous one, that means tens and hundreds also. So let us understand about thousands, general rule for estimation of thousands. Yes, now for the thousands, suppose here it is 1000 and here it is 2000. We need to estimate it. Friends, 500 comes in between, that means 1500 comes in between 1000 and 2000. Now what we are supposed to do, if the value lies between 1000 and 1500, that means still 1499, they all should be rounded off to. I hope you all might guess it as you have learned a lot based on this. All the values lying between 1000 and 1499, they all should be rounded off to 1000. I hope you all might be getting it. And the values greater than or equals to 1500 will be lying off to 2000, 1600, 1700. They all should be rounded off to 2000. That is very much similar to tens and hundreds. I hope you all might be getting it. And now you can understand and solve for 10,000 also, but it is not in your course. But then also sometimes if it is asked in your competitive exams, you might be able to solve it. I hope you all have understood it properly, that how to estimate as per thousands. Yes friends, now what we are supposed to understand, estimate each of the following using general rule. Yesterday only in my previous video I have informed you about the general rule. General rule, that means rounding off to nearest hundred as per our course friends. As per our course it is up to nearest hundred. But what is the difference between as per our course and in reality? Let us see. Yes friends. Now our first sum is 730. 730 lies between 700 and 800. If it would be 750, then before 749 they all should be rounded off to 700. So 730 is rounded off to 700. I hope you all might be getting it. And now what we are supposed to do for 998, how to round off 998. Now 98 is very much closer to 1000 friends, so 998 is rounded off to 1000. I hope you all might be getting it. Now what we are supposed to do, we have to add. So 1000 plus 700, that means 1700 is our answer. I hope you all might be getting it friends. Yes, so let's move to our second sum, that is 796 minus 314. Now here you can pause the video friends and to try to solve by your own only. Yes, now in our second sum, that means 796 should be rounded off to 800 and 314 should be rounded off to 300. Now we have to subtract it. So 800 minus 300, that means 500 is our answer. I hope you all might be getting it. That's very easy. So now you can pause the video and try to solve by your own. Now friends, we have learnt about thousands also. Here we can apply thousand also and hundreds also. We can estimate it to nearest thousand also and nearest hundred also. So we'll do for both of them. 12904, that should be rounded off to 12,900 as per hundreds, and 2,888, that should be rounded off to 2,900. I hope you all might be getting it friends. That's very easy. Now we have to add both of them. This is our answer after rounding off it to nearest hundreds. Now we will round off to nearest thousands and let's see what's the difference between nearest thousand and nearest hundreds. 12904, that should be rounded off to, as per our thousand it would be 13,000. How friends? Let us see. Let us write our this answer here. 15,800 is our answer based on rounding off to nearest hundreds. Now we will round off to nearest thousand and see what's the difference that we are getting after rounding off it as per nearest thousand. Now 12,900, 12,000 and 13,000. 900 lies nearer to 13,000, so we round it off to nearest, that means 13,000. How? Let's see. Here this is the number line, here it is 12,000 and here it is 13,000 friends. Yes, and 12,500. It is greater than 12,500 because it is 12,900. It must be lying over here 12,904. That's why it is rounded off to 13,000. I hope you all might be getting it. Written 13,000 after rounding off to on the basis of thousands. Now 2,888. This is 2,000 and this is 3,000. If it is greater than 2,500, is it greater than 2,500? Yes, it is greater than. That means it is 2,888. It should be rounded off to 3,000. So we'll round it off to 3,000. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. Now it is rounded off to 3,000. Now we have to subtract 13,000 minus 3,000. That means 10,000. Yes, friends, we can see a lot of difference in our answer, but we have to add over here, and I have subtracted. Yes. So our answer would be 16,000 by adding both of them, friends. I hope you all might be getting it. There is not lot much difference after rounding off in hundreds or in thousand. So we have to do as per our question demands. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. Now let's do the D sum. We will do D sum also by both the methods, by rounding off to nearest 100 also and rounding off to nearest 1000 also, so that our practice should also be done on the basis of 1000 also, as we are not done practice on rounding off to nearest thousands. So 28,292 and 21,496. First we'll do for hundreds. Yes, friends. 20,292, that should be rounded off to 28,300 because 92 lies between 200 and 300 and it is 300 to 300. I hope you all might be getting this only. Now you can pause and try to solve by your own, friend. This is easy. Now 21,496, it is nearer to 500. What we are supposed to do? We have to subtract, friends. Yes. 800. Yes. 6,800 is our answer by rounding off and subtracting it. How? So let's do carry for you. This is 13 and this is 7. 7 minus 1, 6, and 13 minus 5, 800. 6,800 is our answer. I hope you all might be getting it. Now we have to round off as per thousands. Now as per thousand, 28,200. It is lying between. Yes, friends, it is lying between 28,000 and 29,000. 28k, 29k, 28.5k. It is less than that. It should be rounded off to 28k. I hope you all might be getting it. It should be rounded off to, that means 28,000, as it is nearer to 28,000. So it is rounded off to 28,000 and 21,496, as 496 is less than 500. So it should be rounded off to 21,000 only. So our answer is 7,000. That was very much nearer to our, as compared when we are rounded off to nearest hundreds. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So let's move to our next sum. What is our next sum? Our next sum is 439 plus. It is based on 3 digits. Our first sum is based on 3 digits. So let's solve it. We need to round off 3 digits. 439. It can be rounded off to only nearest hundreds. So it should be rounded off and we will get 400. 334 should be rounded off and we will get 300, as it is less than, last two digits are less than 50. Yes, and 4317. Yes, friends, as our last two digits are less than 50, so we can round it off to 4,300. But it can also be rounded off to thousands also, friends, as there are 4 digits. So how can we round it off to nearest thousands, as last 3 digits are less than 500? So as per thousand, it could be rounded off to 4,000. Yes, friends, we have to do both the method because it is not informed to us that whether we have to round off by 1,000 or by 100. So what we are supposed to do? We have to add all of them. 400 plus 300 plus 4,300. I hope you all know how to add. So our answer is 5,000. I hope you all might be getting this answer only. So now add as per nearest thousand, as we have done for nearest hundred. So let's do for nearest thousands also, friends. 400, 300 as it is, and this is 4,000. So we have to add. So we'll get 4700 friends. I hope you all might be getting it. Yes friends, this is very easy. Now you can pause the video and try to solve the remaining sums by your own. So let's solve second sum, that is 1,08,734 and 47,599. So friends, here the number are greater than hundreds. So I think we should round off with to nearest thousand also and nearest hundred also. So let's do for both of that. 1,08,734, that should be rounded off to 1,08,700 as per hundreds, and this should be rounded off to 47,599, and this should be rounded off to 47,600. We need to subtract both of them. 100 over here, 100 again. This is our answer. Our answer is 61,100. I hope you all might be getting it now. Based on thousands, how to round off as per thousand. So let's see over here. After rounding off to nearest thousands, what we are getting as our answer. That's very easy. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. 1,08,000. Last three digits are more than 500, so we'll round off to 1,09,000, friends. I hope you all might be getting it. Now, last three digits are greater than 500, so that should be rounded off to 48,000. That's very simple, friends. Last three zeros as it is, and here. So our answer is 1,57,000. But we have to subtract. I have added over here that we have to keep in mind, friends. Either we have to subtract or we have to add. Now, how we are supposed to do? Yes, 1 will be there. Now 10 minus 4, 61,000. So there is not as much difference as we have rounded off to nearest hundreds. Our answer was 61,100, and here our answer is 61,000. We can't see much difference in between both the answers. So let's do for our third sum, that is 8325 minus 491. I hope you all have understood and cleared your concept. So now pause the video and try to solve by your own, friends. 8325, that should be rounded off to nearest hundreds, and 491 also. 491 is rounded off to 500, and this is rounded off to 8300 based on 100. Now our answer is 8800. I hope you all might be getting it. Now what to do for when it is rounded off to nearest thousand? I am doing over here only, but we need to subtract. That we have to keep in mind. I am adding, and as we are doing two sums together, I am doing by mistake for addition, but we have to subtract also. That means we have done two or three sums more than that. So in this way you can do for both also, because here it is written make four such more examples. That's why I am doing plus also and minus also, but I am doing by mistake, but you have to do intentionally. I hope you all might be getting it. Now 8300 minus 500, that means our answer should be 7800. Now after rounding off 8325 to nearest thousand, so our answer would be 8000, as last three digits are less than 500. Yes, and 491 can't be rounded off to nearest thousand. If we are rounding off it to nearest thousand, our answer will become 491 is less than 500, so it would be rounded off and we'll get 00. So our answer is 8000. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. Yes, 491 should be rounded off to 0 because it is less than 500. That's why. Let's move for our fourth sum. That means 4,89,348 minus 48,365. First we'll do for rounding off to nearest hundreds, as we are doing always. Yes, friends. Now what we are supposed to do? 348. This should be rounded off to 48. Last two digits are less than 50, so we'll round it off to previous one. 489300, and 65 is less than greater than 50, so we have to round it off to next. That means 40,400. Now we have to subtract. That we have to keep in mind. Yes, friends, but you have to do addition also based on this. Now how to solve? Let us see. 300 minus 400 is not possible. 13 minus 4, that means 900 over 8 minus 8, 0, 48. That means our answer is 4,40,900 after rounding off to nearest 100. Now let's see for rounding off to nearest thousands. Now how to round off to nearest thousands? Last three digits are less than 500, so it would be rounded off to 489,000. Similarly, last three digits are less than 500, then also it will be rounded off to 48,000. Now we all know how to subtract. I'm subtracting over here. Our answer is 4,41,000, and here we are getting our answer as 4,40,900. There is not much difference between both our answers. I hope you all might be getting it, friends, and that's very easy. So let's begin with our question number third. That means we need to do multiplication between after rounding off to nearest hundreds and to nearest thousands. Now let's do for the first sum. That means 578 into 161. 578. As last two digits are greater than 50, it should be rounded off to 600. And 161 last two digits are again greater than 50, it should be rounded off to 200. And we all know how to multiply, so our answer would be 1,20,000 after multiplying both of them. As we need to multiply both of them, that's why our answer is 1,20,000. Now we'll round it off to nearest thousand and see what's the difference between them. As 578 is greater than 500, so it should be rounded off to 1,000. Yes, friends, and 161 is less than 500, so it should be rounded off to 0. Now 1,000 multiplied by 0, we all know our answer is 0. So there is a lot of difference, because multiplication makes a lot of difference between both the number. That's why it is suggested in general rule to round off to nearest 100 only. Now you can get it, friends. I hope you all might be getting it, and that's very easy. That's why we are prefer to round off to nearest 100. So let's begin with our second sum. 5,281 multiplied by 3491. Now 5281. 3491. Yes, friends, 5281. How to round off it? As last two digits are greater than 50, then it should be rounded off and made 5,300. Now last two digits are greater than 50, then it should be make 3,500. Now we need to multiply both of them. Yes, friends, I hope you all might be knowing that. But how to multiply? Let's see. You have to multiply in your notebook, as you know, but I am multiplying by my method only. So my dear students, they all know that how I used to multiply. Yes, that way. So let's do by your method only instead of doing my method. Yes, as I don't need to multiply zero zeros because it will result in last four zeros. So let's put four zeros in, and as we all know, 0 multiplied by 0 gives that only. Now 35 multiplied by 53, 5 3 are 15, 1 goes for carry, 5 5 25, 26, 3 3 are 9, and 3 5 are 15. In this way we can do 5 here, and here also 5 here, 1 goes for carry, 8 1 8. Our answer is 1855 and 4 zeros. I hope you all might be getting it, friends, this answer only after multiplying it. Yes, friend, now what we are supposed to do, we need to round it off to nearest thousand and see what's the difference we are getting between both of them. Now we will round it off to nearest thousand. 5,300 should be rounded off to 5,000, and this should be rounded off to 4,000. Sorry, 3,000. This should be rounded off to 3,000. Why? Because 491 is less than 500 and 281 is less than 500. That's why now we need to multiply both of them. So I know how to multiply. 6 zeros behind. So this is our answer. So we see a lot of difference in both our answers. That's why it is preferred to round off to nearest hundreds only. I hope you all might be getting it. So let's do for the C sum. That means 1291 into 592. How to multiply it? So now here you can pause the video and try to solve by your own, friends. That's very easy. I hope you all might be getting it. So 1291 and 592. These are our two numbers. 1291. Based on rounding off to nearest 100, it should be rounded off to 1300, and 5592, that should be rounded off to 600. Yes, I hope you won't be understanding and won't be able to recall the table of 13, because it is very needed over here. Yes, 13 shiksha. Only few students know how to learn and how much table we need to learn. So I prefer and suggest you to learn and by heart the tables till 20. Yes, so 13 6 are 78 and 4 zeros behind. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. Yes, so this is our answer after rounding off to nearest 100. So let's see by rounding off to nearest 1000. As last three digits are less than 500, so it should be rounded off to 1000, and 592. As it is greater than 500, then also it is rounded off to 1000. So 1000 multiplied by 1000, we all know 6 zeros behind. Yes, so this is our answer, as we are getting lot of difference between our answer. So let's solve the D sum. So now you can pause the video and try to solve by your own. 9250 multiplied by 29. I hope you all might be enjoying the video, friends, and you have learned something new in this video. 9250, that should be rounded off to, as per nearest 100, it should be rounded off to 9300. Yes, and as per our nearest 100, it should be rounded off to 0. Yes, friends, so our answer is 0 based on this. Similarly, if we are rounding off to nearest 1000, then also we are going to get our answer as 0. So let's see how we are getting our answer as 0. Yes, as per rounding off to nearest 9,000, 250 less than 500, so it is rounded off to 9,000, and 29 is also less than 500, then also it is 0. So our answer is 0 over here. In this case, what we are supposed to do, friends, we need to round off to nearest 10 to get something in our answer. Why? Because 29 cannot be rounded off to nearest 100, so we need to round it off to nearest tens. 30, and this is 9250. It is already rounded off to nearest tens, so we need to multiply both of them. 925 into 30. So let's see how to multiply. Yes, but without multiplication also we can solve. I can solve, but you need to multiply, so don't forget to multiply. So this is our answer. What is our answer? 2,77,500. So as we can see, a lot of difference between both our answer, friends. So try to solve by own, friends. Why we have rounded off to nearest tens? Because in this only two digits are there, that's why it can be rounded off to nearest tens, friends. Yes, friends, here three digits are there, that means two zeros, so it can be rounded off to hundreds. If there are four digits, then it should be rounded off to 1000. I hope you all might be getting, and you can relate it with that. So let's make a chart. If it is four digit number, then it should be rounded off to 1000. Three digit number should be rounded off to 100, and two digit number should be rounded off to tens. I hope you all might be getting it. So that's very easy, and you have to remember that also. If the number is four digited, you have to round it off to nearest 1000, and if it is three digital, then you have to round it off to hundreds, and if it is two digital, we have to round it off to tens. I hope you all might have understood and cleared your concept over here. So let's do our last topic for this chapter, that means Roman numbers, friend. As we have already learned Roman numbers in our previous classes, so we have just need to recall it in this chapter also, as we all know about the Roman numbers. So let's solve. This is, again, I have written over some important Roman numbers so that we need to remember to solve Roman numbers. One should be marked as I, two should be twice that, and three by three lines. Yes, and four, this is called phi. So we need to, if we are supposed to, if we have to write four, that means we have to place one before. It means we have subtracted 1 from the phi. If the 1 is placed before v, that means v is phi. If it is placed before, then it will become 4. What it will become, friends? It will become 4. Yes, friends, I hope you all might be getting it. Now if I is placed after v, then it should become 6. So after if I put one more line, then it will become 7, one more line, then it will become 8. I hope you all might be getting it, friends, that how to get the Roman numbers. I hope you all have cleared your concept before only about the Roman numbers. So that was just a little bit information about the Roman numbers. As we all know, we have denoted this with 10, this with 20. It is written over here. So instead of writing over here, let's see in our chart only. This is 10 is written, 20, 30, 40 we write as L is 50. So we have to subtract 10. So we'll put x before it. Putting any value before a number, that means we have to subtract that from the original number. I hope you all might be getting it. Now 50 is written, 60 is also there, 70 you can see each and every value, friends. Now what we are supposed to do, we have to just solve the five sums given below. We have to write the Roman values for 69. So let's solve for 69. Now 69. First we'll write 60. How we are supposed to write 60? L means 50. After writing x, that means it has become 60, and we need to write 9. 9 we are writing like this. So this is our answer for 69. Let's solve for 98. As we know how to write 90, 10 minus 100, that means 90 we are written. Now we know how to write 8. We are writing 8 like this. So this is our answer for 98. So let's do for 73. I hope you all have understood this concept as we already learned it previously also. So this is 50, 60, 70. We need to write 73, 1, 2, 3. In this way we can write 73. Now for the 92. We know how to write 90. XC that we have, that is denoted by 90, and we need to write 92. So 2. Now last sum is 52. 52 should be round L. We are writing L as 50 and 2 over here. So this is 52. I hope you all have understood and cleared your concept over here, friends. This is very easy. By this we are ending our chapter knowing our numbers. I hope you all have understood each and every concept of this chapter. So keep on revising this chapter, friends. Don't forget to revise the chapter for command on this chapter. I hope you all have understood it properly and cleared all of your concepts over here. And if you like my content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching, friends.